Hello everyone. We are Group 4, and my name is Yanshuo. This are my partner Kevin and Mike. Today we are introduce the non-mono maintenance service to you. I think for everybody it's a new business. Before I talk about the service, let's see what's the product. First, our product is a kind of real grass. That grass just need less watering and less, and it only grow from 2 to 6 inch and stop growing. And it is drought resistant. And the grass requires only little watering, so you don't need to take much care of that and save a lot of water for you at a time. The most important, the grass requires no mowing. Everybody knows, I think every Americans knows that mowing is take a lot of time to you, and you can do a lot of things at that time. So the saving time for you, you can have some relaxing and do some any other things. Next, I want to introduce the service. First, we go to cover. You don't need to worry about how to beginning how to seed the grass or anything else. We seed and cover everything for you, and we do the topsoil and the hauling and set depends on your situation. We prepare and grinding the grass, and we also do the reseeding for the service, and at the end we do the intentional watering for the grass and the lawn. See the zero. The zero means there's no business like this. We are the only one to provide the lawn service. You can look up for the phone book. There's 17 lawn services and 30 lawn landscape services about the mowing, but none of them provide the non-mow seed mixed. So we are the only one in this market. Next, I want to talk about the labor, equipment, and the materials. We have some requirements on that. The labor, I think everybody may be confused about the labor cost, but we can tell you the labor cost is really cheap. As average, the labor for watering or to do the grass for everybody is only $8 to $10 per hour per person, much cheaper than the other industry business. And the equipment, because we topsoil and
field strip, topsoil replacement.
Feel that we need the bobcat drop tracks, and for the intentional watering, we need the water truck. But all these equipment help us to make the works easy and simple. But at the beginning, I think we won't purchase at the beginning of our business. After some time, after a few time, we will purchase that. But at the beginning, I think we rent the equipment for the first. And materials. The materials cost also very low, and the seed mixed and added supplement materials like silt and fence, like that. Next,
We contacted a government agency in Richland Township. He gave us the amount of times on average, they spend mowing in a year, which is 28. You can see there from the graph. And with no mow, it would be 0 times. And ask yourself how much this would cost to save you. Well, here we have it broken down. He told us the number of times the maintenance they spend. This is per acre of mowed grass. They spend this like on gas, this depreciation of the mower, and then the wage of the person actually mowing. And then down here, if you were putting the seed in side by side, this is bare ground. This is what it would cost up front, total cost. And the no-mow is a little bit higher, but you have to understand, every year for that acre of grass, you're going to be paying about $750 just to maintain and mow it. And so return on investment, if you're going side by side, it's going to take about 2 years if you're installing it. But if the regular grass is already in place, then we have to strip it out and put in the no-mow. You're looking at about 5 years. And then how are we going to use technology? First, we're going to need computers and databases. I mean, this is pretty much standard everywhere you go now. And the big one we're looking at is the GIS. And give us a competitive advantage over everybody else. You can layer information on top of each other, and you can have like the slope of the ground, the rainfall water runoff ratio, and also the soil types, so we can overlay all that, and then we can have our exact seeding rates. We're not wasting any seed, wasting any time going. Our website is going to be our contact point. It's going to have all sorts of information, how you get a hold of us. And another big thing we're going to institute is an acreage calculator. This is kind of with our GIS, is where you can take by click of a mouse, you can outline the area that needs seed with grass and find out exactly how much seed we need. And it's going to give us more accurate estimates for the actual estimate and for the actual installation. And our CRM, this is going to be with our computers and our databases. We don't just want to install the grass, but we want to follow up, time and time again with these customers. We don't want to let them fall through the cracks. And then for our quarters 5 forces, you can see here, buying power of customers is going to be low. And we're going to go through these in detail here in a little bit. Buying power suppliers high, threat substitutes low, new entrants high, and existing players low. And to start out, we're going to start out with government, municipalities, and townships. We're going to focus here in Hancock County first and try to work on all of these that we can before we expand. And the great thing about no-mow is it serves like a dual purpose for situations like here at the reservoir. Not only does you don't have to mow it, but these hillsides can be quite dangerous if it's a little bit wet and slippery on mowers, and you're going to eliminate that by not having to do that. As well as parks, being part of it as well. We also moved into commercial accounts, such as the airport out here, and there's lots of cemeteries and churches. These are a few around the county, and they provide a pretty hard task moving around all these obstacles you can see there, board and dangerous hillside again. And if you can eliminate that, that's going to save a lot of time and a lot of headaches.
Picking up on a detailed look at the 5-force model here, where we're talking about suppliers and Plan A and Plan B, of course. Financially speaking, just-in-time inventory is what we're after, and we're presenting this as a startup business with low startup costs for us, high startup costs for the client, as opposed to continuous maintenance costs for the client. But for us, starting out with next to nothing. We can do this with a truck, head down to Marysville where Scott's manufacturing plant. There's the name recognition right there. All you have to do is say Scott's, and everybody said, oh yeah. But most people are unaware that they even have this product. So it's right there locally, and as far as logistics go. And in the event for some reason we weren't able to acquire that from them, or didn't have a contract that worked out with them, Plan B and get this from a number of websites. You're just paying delivery costs for it, but there's